Is it a surprise that the progressives in the party seem to be lining up behind the president at this point?
Well, it's interesting because he's had a bit of a fraught relationship over the years with the progressives. They've been quite critical of him and some of his policy making, but it seems as though they've really fallen in behind him, at least for now. And that's for a number of reasons. Potentially the biggest one is that they're just concerned that this is giving a lot of oxygen to the campaign of Donald Trump. They're saying there really needs to be better party unity at the moment, because all this really is kind of red meat, really, for the mill, for the Republicans and for Donald Trump's campaign. It's giving all the airtime to the question of Biden's durability as the candidate, potentially as another president. All the narrative around Joe Biden now is just about his health and his age. And they're saying we need to stop this because we're only a number of months from an election, and all this is doing is feeding the rumor mill for the Republicans. And they're also indicating they think this is part of some kind of right-wing conspiracy. So it's interesting to see that. But at the same time, as you say, Joe Biden is still facing those questions. He still has quite a few numbers in the party who are saying, is this the time for him to step aside? Are there questions about his durability? So this narrative is not yet going away.
Ros, where do the donors to the Democratic Party stand at this point? Are we seeing a split amongst the major donors? Do they have significant influence at this point? What is the story there?
Well, it's interesting because some of the big donors have been trying potentially to raise money behind the scenes for alternate candidates, and they're also whispering in the ear of each other more than others, saying that they think maybe Joe Biden needs to step aside. But interestingly, some of the key donors that we've spoken to, particularly in the private sector, are saying they feel that they're not really in a position to influence Joe Biden in this decision. And they're just sort of like from the sidelines, at least expressing their view, but also saying with some frustration they don't feel that they have a voice in the room on this with Joe Biden. He does have a large war chest to hand already. He does have a lot of money at his disposal. And also, again, they're a little bit concerned, no doubt, if they push this too far and you get to a point that you've got significant Democrat infighting that's going on for months through the convention. Is there a real competition to replace Joe Biden? Does that leach into September or even later? And what does that do really, again, but just pave the runway for Donald Trump? So you are seeing some caution there amongst the donors also.